Welcome, Felix. We are going to be talking about different features of KYP.ai. But first, could you tell me what it is that our customers are looking for and how has that changed over time?
Hi, Sarah. Thank you for having me. Thank you for that question. Well, I believe the focus is really shifting from day zero to today. So discovering automation opportunities was, so to say, the first wave, while now a lot of things have been already automated and the employees getting more valuable tasks and they are getting and striving towards getting knowledge workers, and they get much more valuable tasks such as also customer contact. So the use cases are therefore evolving too. We are more business partners to our customers, and it's not anymore like there is a requirement and KYP, please solve it for me. We are more business partners and want to figure out what are the cases that our customers want to solve, and we provide the data for this. So we're rather looking into how to identifying, eradicating bottlenecks, but also how to improve the performance of the worker itself in the end with the help of the newest technology that is there. So it comes from the process itself, but also we're looking into productivity, enjoyment of work, improving work-life balance, for example. And on top of that, we're also looking how the IT landscape, the architecture, the technology helps the worker to perform at its best. So the shift is towards how to prioritize the technology landscape to make to improve and make human and technological performance at its best, having the business process in mind.
That sounds fascinating. A lot of changes. So it's a kind of maturity of adoption that we are seeing. Tell me a bit about what KYP provides, perhaps some examples of their insights, please.
So first of all, I have to say that we've built KYP to collect a super rich data set, so to say a digital backbone. And we can correlate this with a lot of different data, right? So for example, correlation between working from home and office, and how does this impact the situation, impact the processes and how people perform in a process. The volume that we collect is huge and super unique. We always thrive because it is such a unique and big volume of data. We always thrive to make it super easy for people to get the insights that they would like to have from the data with the technology that we built into KYP. So it's about aggregation, AI-generated suggestions. Let me give you some examples. I think next to the enterprise team level process interaction that is more or less standard in our platform, there's, for example, one customer that has leveraged visibility completely. So they had enough visibility to get capacity more than 10% into their workflow. So just by getting the visibility how people work, they were able to gain these 10% more cases into their workflow. Another example is with the rise of Gen AI and AI tools, enterprises are not using the available tools that they have in-house. For example, if you are an SAP customer or an SAP enterprise, then you have SAP Joule available. So what we are doing with our customers, we are finding the elements of the process where SAP Joule can be of help and augment the worker to find best solutions in the process. Another example is technology adoption. Whilst Microsoft Copilot is an area where some of our customers invest to or want to invest into. What we are finding out is not only the users that are having most of this technology and whose excitement level is very high, but also finding the adoption level of such a technology, because the technology investment is only good when we talk about Gen AI, especially because it's an augmentation technology when it's used and when it's triggered by the user, by the human in the end. And this is something we can find out with KYP, and we help our customers to make the best out of such a technology. One of the best cases also that being able to find and quantify implementation levers of change, of transformation, but also directly their return on investment. And this all with no integrations that we need, but just by using the digital interaction events that are available on the machine and sourced by KYP.
Well, I know there's a lot of interest in getting the most out of generative AI and making sure that there is a return on investment. And of course, that goes for all kinds of technologies that our customers invest in. We have our own version of generative AI that helps with process reviews, and that's Concierge. Tell me about that, please. And how does it speed up reviews, process reviews?
So the Concierge is, from my point of view, the evolution of the KYP interface for the customers to really make it easy for anyone, for all our customers, for all our business analysts that work with us to get the answers very quickly on the questions they have. So business analysts, transformation analysts, or leaders can tap into Concierge and to quickly digest advice or get recommendations. So the first impact of this is that they don't need to hire any expensive data specialist to analyze the data anymore. The Concierge, the KYP Concierge, does it for them very fast. So this immediately lowers the cost of analysis and the speed, of course, towards an insight. It's also a very flexible interface because our customers, they have completely different and diverse requirements and different challenges to solve. So the data is there, but with the KYP Concierge, in addition, it is easy to answer any of their questions. So on a technical note as well, that's also very important for our customers that the data generated is closed. So it's a private thing to the organization. And we have a generative AI infused and use our own LLM systems. So it analyzes the results in the end in a way that a human would ask in a verbal and in a very easy manner, and does it very fast. For example, you could ask things like, which different work schedule can I improve? Can improve my productivity from tomorrow onwards. So it's directly actionable insights. And because we are layering AI intelligence on top of the data, it can also answer any question. So a recent example that a customer has was, can you create a business case calculation for my CFO? And the customer did it with the Concierge within under 10 minutes, which is astonishing, right? It's really amazing. So the speed of AI is really something that our customers make now use of and become proficient and very fast into results. What customers also tell me that it really lowers the entry barrier for their data and analytics team to the extreme, because this interface is way easier for anybody, that even for people who come from the university or are very young data analysts, for anybody to approach the data in a way faster way. So it's a true game changer for our customers and partners alike.
So that's fascinating, Felix. We talked about the cost of investing, or the return on investment of generative AI. And, we talked about investing in Copilot. You mentioned that earlier about, where Copilot makes sense. And then we have our own generative AI that is helping reduce those costs.
Yes, that's absolutely right. I think what we are going into is a new wave here of how to get to an ROI in a very quickly manner, not only for technologies that are known, but also being completely objective to all new technologies that will come. And I think what's the game changer here? I mean, I was doing in my former previous jobs a lot of business cases, calculating ROI back and forth. I remember the times with the big spreadsheets where you needed to discuss with your CFO if this is the right term of calculating it back and forth, and it took days, if not weeks, to come to a result. So having here now an interface that can interpret the big amount of data in a very simple way, very streamlined, makes it super easy to get to the end result and get to the insight that really can change an enterprise or influences financial performance data or even sustainability, which are the objectives of our customers that we are impacting. So for me, this is a complete game changer. Yeah, and I'm looking forward what else we can do with it. Our creativity is there as a human, of course, but there is no end to this, and I'm really looking forward to this.
Thank you, Felix.
Thank you, Sarah.